HBO Game of Thrones is coming back on April 14th, and frankly, if you haven't spent the past month rewatching the entire series, shame 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 shame. Just kidding, not even the biggest superfan has time for that SHT. But in the interest of being all caught up before GOT's final season, you 100% need a refresher on the creepy weirdos fondly known as the Children of the Forest. Really though, who are they, what are they, where are they, and, most important, why are they so key to what might happen on Game of Thrones? Here's the deal, and please be advised that spoilerish theories lie ahead. First up, their origin story. The Children of the Forest were the original inhabitants of Westeros, so if anyone deserves the Iron Throne, it's them. And their history is long and complex. The Doctor version? When the first men rolled into Westeros, they got into a blown war with the children for a couple thousand years, as you do, until both sides eventually signed a peace agreement on the Isle of Faces in God's Eye Lake. Then the White Walkers, more on their creation in a moment, were like, LOL hi, waving hand, waving hand, waving hand, we're gonna take over now, and the children used their magic to help build the wall, driving the White Walkers to the north. Unfortunately, these poor kids took a huge loss in numbers and were mythologized and basically never heard from again. Until Bran Stark rolled into their secret cave, that is. Giffy literally me every time my alarm clock goes off. They're key to Bran's story. The Children of the Forest end up saving Bran Stark from Whites in Season 4 and take him to their cave to visit the Three-Eyed Raven. The entire group is eventually attacked and killed by the Night King and his homies, save for Bran and Mira, of course, but it's during Bran's time in the cave with these leafy #youths that he learns a major show spoiler. Giffy they created the Night King. Yep, turns out the Children of the Forest are responsible for creating our murderous buddy the Night King out of a first man/first babe whom they captured while at war. They did so by stabbing a dragonglass dagger into his chest. Here's a delightful gif of the very moment. Giffy also, here's the Night King as a human night daddy because I know you're thirsty. HBO they're also key to the Bran is the Night King theory. This theory is long and complicated but basically involves Bran traveling back in time and warging into the human who'd eventually become the Night King in order to stop the Children of the Forest from creating him in the first place. The theory states that Bran's plan ultimately backfired, causing him to get trapped in the Night King's body, where he's been lurking ever since. As the original Reddit theory notes, you can actually see in the scene where young Bran goes back to the creation of the Night King that when the children push the dragonglass into his heart, we see Bran tighten his grip on the veins, just as it is himself experiencing the pain. Also, in the end of the flashback, Bran is lying in the exact same position in the cave as the human pushed up to the tree is. Here's some compelling visual/fashion evidence that they're the same person. If you're living that pics or it didn't happen life, their magic could be key to the Night King's plan. Remember when I mentioned God's Eye, the giant lake where the Isle of Faces is? Yeah, well, another Reddit theory speculates that the Night King's end goal is to head back there and use its magical powers to give life to the White Walkers, per Reddit. Ultimately, I think his end goal is to reach the Isles of Faces and use its magical properties to give life to his undead army. Eastwatch by the Sea is the closest part of the wall to the